What's going on, everyone out there? TJ Got Kick saying that here, back with another shoe review exclusively for everyone out there on YouTube. Thank you so much for staying tuned to my channel, subscribing, commenting, hate mailing, whatsoever. So today we have got a relatively rare pair of Osiris's, which have just recently touched down over at Rupert Rage Skateshop, all the way out there in Kuching. Mr. William, thank you so much for what you've done for skateboarding ever since the early 2000s. Rupert Rage is actually one of the earliest skateboarding shops known to me personally, from their ads and shop reviews over in Revolution Mag ever since the early inception, from, like I said, the early 2000s. But today they managed to get pairs of an Osiris D3s in for the lovely price of $399 compared to what you would normally have to pay on eBay plus shipping and tax. And they got two colorways in this and the red, white, black colorway. So I got obviously the triple black colorway because I've never had a triple black pair of D3 2001s. But what I do want to point out is that these are a little bit different from what I know, from what I initially had for the re-retros of the 2001 D3 2001s, and I want to say about the 2015 to 2018 mark. The box feels different. The sizing, for me to mention, also feels different. It's a US 9.5, but the Euro is 45. I'm a Euro 43 or a 42.5, US 9, US 9.5 in Nike sizing, but they have 27.5 centimeters there, which I hope that's 27.5 centimeters. But let's just go over the shoe. It's just your standard Osiris black box, nothing much really. So you open it up and you get the monstrosity that we are about to review today. So before we start, I would like to point out that it comes with Osiris punya paper, just like that. And it comes with these Chinese tags which indicate that these Osirises were probably made differently. I don't think that they're fakes because Osiris always made their shit in China anyways. But let's go over the D3 2001 Osiris's premier controversial skateboarding shoe. I got this obviously because my current black green Osiris D3s from 2016 are kind of starting to deteriorate just a little bit, so I was just getting this to basically just restock or stock up on these. So I want to point out that the 45 euro is kind of accurate because this does feel a little bit longer than my hand. It kind of feels like a US 10.5 or a US 11 at this point, but when I put them on, they feel pretty true to size because of this short stubby toes, so you don't really want your toes to be all up in the front. Let's go over the D3 2001, guys. So this shoe is an indestructible piece of a monster. You have what's the main feature of the shoe is actually the Osiris Super Loop system that was conceptualized and designed by Dave Mayhew himself. The D3 signifying that this is Dave Mayhew's third shoe, but he did not design the 2001 version of it. He designed the OG D3. So so you get basically like this big ass rubber toe cap in the front over there, and you also get the Osiris logo just over there in the front, and both of these parts are actually rubberized, and right underneath that you actually have nubuck or synthetic leather just right over there, and you get this loop at the front for your laces. This shoe is a lot of like different materials and layers. So over here at the sides with the Osiris logo there, you can see this is actually like a finger style super loop system, like I said, and it actually also is reflective, 3M reflective, and right underneath that you can kind of lace under these. I think lots of people that have reviewed the D3s, 2001s especially, indicate that you can lace under them for lace protection, just in case your kickflips the way you do your kickflips just reach too high over the shoe, but I don't think that personally would matter. You have nice little ventilation areas just right over there, 3, and when you look from the inside you can kind of see outside, so that means that the shoe does actually go through all the way to the inside. At the top here you kind of like have these little I call them like traction parts, so basically like the laces like actually grab onto the shoe, to the shoelaces as you're tugging them. But I initially thought back in the day that they were supposed to be meant for lace protection. I do want to point out that doing this review and holding them in one hand, my left hand is already kind of tired, so I'm gonna switch to this hand. Over in the back here, over on the bottom part of the front, you have this kind of rubberized with this, I think this is like a coated synthetic material, and this also helps with protecting the shoe and also structure. In the back here you have D3, which is an indication that this is an Osiris D3. Over in the back you have like a little bit different materials than the front. You have like this elephant skin style material in the back here with the Osiris logo just right there, the direct influence. The same thing that you get on this side is the same thing that you get on this side. For the tongue, you've got like a lot of like different designs over it. You've got lots of rubber. You've got this rubber pull tab in the front with D3 right under that. You've got the Osiris logo rubberized. I always thought these were ventilation loops. They're not, they're just rubber parts. You have an interesting choice of a tongue strap system, and you also have more of that rubber just right down there. The tongue is obviously, you can sleep on this when you're done skating, and the inside is amply and very heavily padded, much like earlier 2000 skate shoes were. It's interesting to note that on the inside, the tongue straps actually are like very substantive, and I think they would help. You don't feel like you can really pull out this tongue that much. I feel like the moment you slip your foot in, it's gonna stay locked in, and it doesn't give lots of room for you to kind of pull away from the body of the shoe, which means that you're kind of nicely locked in and snugly locked in. For the insole, you have an insole that, let's just try to pull this out. You have an insole that is just a just your standard blue foam with your Osiris logo on the heel right there. Back in the day, you used to have a EVA foam Strobel, but you don't have that anymore. You just get this white Strobel on the inside, just right over there. The 3-chamber airbag system was something that was revolutionary to the Osiris brand. This looks like it's one continuous airbag. It's not. It's actually 3 airbags. So you have one in the heel here, one in the middle part, and one in the front, which you can see a little bit more prominently on this side of the shoe. This based on, who's that guy who cuts up the shoes and basically grades how soft the durometers are. But basically, that guy that does that reviews where he cuts up shoes on YouTube, he tested the durometer of the foam in the heel and the middle part of the shoe, and he says that this is pretty hard in durometer, so they don't really compress that well and they don't provide lots of flexibility. But that's something that you can only tell over time once you really wear this in. You got at the front here, you got a rubber the cup sole construction. Here you have the 2001 Forever that used to say, I think, the PSI readings of the airbags. And the sole, one of the most aggressive soles for the Osiris line. You have lots of the Osiris logos from back in the day. You have the Osiris logo here again. A D3 2001 over there, that does nothing. It's not an airbag or anything. It's just like a design, just something cool that people thought was cool from back in the day. You have the direct influence surrounding the logo right there, and Osiris in the heel with some traction patterns. What's interesting to note is that the traction on the middle part of the shoe, where you see the Osiris logos, are actually pretty decently grooved, so you have lots of wear that you can get out of this shoe alone. So that's just a quick review of this shoe. Basically, I want to say thanks to Rupert Rage again for bringing these in. I did not get this for free. I paid for this much like how you would. They do have pairs still coming in and different colors coming in. So just reach out to Rupert Rage on Instagram, Facebook, or just go over to their shop at Wisma Satok in Kuching whenever you're in the Kuching area. And this is your boy TJ Got Kicks 89. This is the Osiris D3 2001, a monster of a shoe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.